Hello and welcome to the channel Dimensions of Love. As you can hear on the name, it is not a tarot channel, but we will use tarot and divination in further progress and in opening up of being more open to receive messages in different way, because spirit speaks to us in different ways. So before we start this reading, I want to share something personal. When my mother was alive, she used to read for people, and then she considered from her religion that that was a devil's thing. So while we do this tarot in this channel, it's because we want you all to see that are afraid or have limitation or has heard about tarot cards reading being something from the devil or something negative. That is not the case at all. This is divine and very, very beautiful, depending, of course, whoever is reading and using the energies. So with this being said, we want to honor our ancestors, of them seeing it from their perspective, but integrating it into what our gifts are. We've always had this gift, but we've been kind of suppressed in it. So this is me honoring that part of my ancestors. And if this is a message for someone that's watching this, where you feel that you shouldn't do a tarot because this is bad, or you have any programs of that sort, we are telling you break those programs and step out, because it is just beautiful. As long as it's made of love and light, there should be no problems. So with that being said, that was more difficult than we thought. We would like to invite you into this reading. So like always, and more technical, yeah, let's talk about that. Today is actually a new moon in Libra, which talks about us clearing out. So if you need something that you need to clear out, where it's in your house space or organizing something, maybe paperwork or anything that you need to fulfill your obligation in doing, do that in this time. It's beautiful. And it's more of resting and getting into this just good vibrations of clearing out so that new can come in. So have that in mind for the Libra. And also be careful with your kidneys, because in our kidneys, fear is stored. So just keep that in mind right now. If you feel your kidneys, that they feel a little bit off, just give them a little extra love, rub your kidneys, and stay balanced, because we just want you to be healthy. Before any reading, let's just open up this place for love and light, because this is a channel of love and light, and we ask you to invite any beings that you might have in your in the light, or maybe ancestors. So invite them into this space, maybe Pacific angels or ancestor spirit guides, or someone that has passed down. So please feel free to invite them into this reading so that you can get the most accurate message. And before I'm starting this message, I'm already feeling that someone here is being out of breath. It's like it's stuck in their throat and they can't even talk. And it's just a lot. They're like almost, it's such a heavy breathing. I definitely feel a heavy breathing from someone. So please check that out. This is not a medical advice. So if you have anything that's hard for you, that you need to check it out, please do so. Otherwise, try to heal something by taking deep breaths, because breaths are very nourishing. So do that. And before we are getting into this reading, also to mention, I have two younger children. They are doing something, but if they are calling, it's a mother's duty to step away, or if it's any background sounds that is being picked up. And I think that was it. Now let's dive into this reading because there is a lot to unpack here. First, we've meditated upon these cards and your energy that is here. And these are the cards that came up that we have put here in front so you can visually see it, and also for us to save times on shuffling. We will do a 3 card at the end that we will shuffle and put forth, but just to minimize those shuffling moments so you can get the most out of this information as possible to help you in your journey. We always do higher polarities and we also do lower polarities. And like we always do these readings, we want you to remember to use your intuition, use your discernment to take what resonates and what doesn't, to leave it for someone else. And also, we cannot decide for you if you are in higher polarities or lower polarities. You can feel that almost in yourself, in vibration where you are, and we can never stay in one or the other, so that moves too. With that being said, just try to use your intuition now, because we all need to expand in using our feminine side and our intuition. So open yourself up to receive, and everything that you hear, if it's higher polarities and it fits you, then take that. If it's lower and it fits you, take that. But just try to be as honest and as possible with yourself without being too judging with yourself by picking up just the negative. We don't want you to do that, but try to be as open as possible so that you can receive the messages correctly. So I hope that explains this channel. And if you're more interested in going deeper into hearing every card's name, we suggest that you look at Tarot Channel, because there is a lot of amazing tarot card readers that we love out there, that are beautiful and that are standing in love and light. And we are advising you to look and just be open to life, okay? This energy that we are sharing right now with you, we want you to know that we are open in this energy field to receive your energy, but also when you leave this place, the energies will disconnect. So we're not keeping your energy or using your energy for anything. We are just interacting to try to help you to understand yourself better and your situation. So let's start. The first card we picked for you was the focus, and focus is talking about that you have to refine your focus. You have to stay open to understand exactly what you're looking for, because you might end up looking in the wrong places and miss your opportunity. So it asks you to stay focused. And if you're in lower polarities, this card is saying that you're not being focused at all. You are too scattered, and you need to connect yourself back to who you are, because you are a commander. You have the power to lead and to do great, great things. Okay, there are so many great opportunities coming now. There is something beautiful coming. If we see the connection here by the goddess of the earth, it's saying that use your imagination to spark everything forward, because there is a message coming from in the higher polarities. There is a message coming, and we can see here from the Lady Venus that there you maybe are hearing high sounds of pitched noises in your ear, like it's very, very loud. We ask you if it becomes too much, because we know that that can become too much when it just, you can hear that sound ringing in your ear and it just doesn't stop and you feel like you're going crazy. Please ask the higher dimension to, thank you, Spirit, for giving me these messages, but can you please just limit the sounds that are coming in, the high pitch, because I can't seem to handle it. And trust me, they will hear you and it will be more easier. But if you can handle it as it's blasting you with that high-pitched sound, just try to stay in it, because there's a message coming down for you that you need to hear. And that's why it's asking you to stay focused. You need to stay focused so that you can hear it, so you can integrate it in your mind. Going back over here, we have the goddess of the earth talking a lot about you being connected to Gaia. You're being very, very much connected. The energies that are watching now, whenever you're watching this, it's timeless. You are being very, very connected to Earth. This is very beautiful and a lot of good news for you. So try to take those nourishing breaths when you are in the forest, when you take these long walks, when you feel that you are alone. If you can find time to be alone, Spirit says alone. It's very important that when you're doing these walks, sometimes we can walk with someone and we can start talking. And when we walk and we talk at the same time, we're really not walking. We're doing, again, two things at the same time. And Spirit is asking you, you should just be walking. So walk alone if you can walk. Just walk in the forest, walk alone, and let these high dimensional, beautiful energies just float down through your mind and integrate so that you can have new layers of thinking and understanding, because it is coming your way. And it's asking you over here to journal, journal, journal. I mean, it's so important to do so, because sometimes we can. I have dyslexia, which is basically I can't write anything, and I had to memorize it by picturing it in my head, because I'm good at picturing things in my head very clearly. So I had to picture the word, and then I just like paint the word without spelling the word. And I'm kind of happy with that, because I don't like spelling spells. So I'm happy that that is a dysfunction I'm very happy to have. But it's still asking you, what I'm trying to say here is, don't feel that there's something wrong if you can't do it right, or if you're not, if you don't understand words. Just start somewhere, start a little, because if we don't write down any little idea that comes from the higher realms down to you, you will lose all of those ideas. Because sometimes it's a seed, and it can be so silly and ridiculous. Why should I write this down? This doesn't make no sense. Because you're not supposed to know. This is how it works on earth. You're not supposed to know, and you will not know. So if you get something, just whatever it is, just write it down and let it rest, and then revisit it when it's time to revisit it. Okay? And for this person that has this heavy breath, I feel like it's asking you, you have too much. This is the lower polarities. There's too much anxiety happening. And it's really asking you that you really need to be in the forest, because forest also gives us extra air. The trees are supporting us with extra oxygen. So please be in the forest and try to breathe if you have this heavy anxieties over life, and if you have a lot of mental clutter. That's the message for whoever needed to hear that. But back to this again, that you have the ability to be a great commander, and these beautiful cosmic angels, they are just supporting you so lovingly in this higher dimension, in these higher polarities, for you to step in to this role that you were meant to be here. You're meant to do this. This is what you're meant to do. Oh, look how beautiful. And the sun just comes in and shines through to say that, yes, you are meant to do this. This is what you were meant for. So don't let any insecurities, because I'm picking up something with insecurities here, so I might as well just say it, that don't let any insecurity stop you. We all have our insecurities. We all have our good sides and our bad sides. So just try to relax. Try to relax and accept yourself. Don't force yourself to love yourself. If you have, just try to relax and accept yourself how you are. We need to start somewhere. We don't have to do big shifts at once. We take baby steps until we learn completely. So there is wonderful, wonderful things coming in here for you, because I mean, this message, just a beautiful message coming in here, is wonderful. And it is saying to you that make those changes you want to see in the world. Whatever it is that you want to see, if it's something that you want to change, you have an idea, you haven't seen anyone do it, just try it. People will come. Spirit will send those people to you so you can create beautiful things. Everything is there for you. Just be open to receive it, because we can sometimes receive, this is a message for someone, we can sometimes expect the message to be in a certain way. And when it's not in that way that we expected it to be, we don't trust it as being real. But Spirit is asking you to be open. Open your heart and open your mind. And here is when we're diving deep into these cards. So these are the tarot cards. And this card is a very painful card. It's the card of Three of Swords. It talks a lot of heartbreaks and hardship. But I feel in the lower polarities, it is talking more so of a relationship that wasn't given, and you didn't know which direction you should go, and you felt like you were left outside in the cold. Like you didn't get nothing from it. In the higher polarities, it is saying the complete opposite thing. It is talking about that something that wasn't emotional fulfilling. You just had to leave it. You couldn't be there, whether it was a job, but it was something in the way that you were brought up into believing how the world was and how it worked. It was something that was not emotionally fulfilling to you. You didn't understand it. So you closed your heart, and it was very painful for you. And you suffered many losses because of that, because you could never picked a direction that felt yes. It was like, yeah, it's okay, but it's not really. And then you couldn't express what it was you were looking for, because you really didn't know. So you see, in the higher polarities, it's a different story that I'm picking up here in your readings. And then when we go over into this line, it is talking about this prosperity. So you're stepping out of this hardship here, and you're stepping into this beautiful, it talks about to the woman in this audience. It's talking about that you're stepping into this, being this rich woman, having everything that you desire and wanted. You're just emotionally fulfilling. And this emperor over here is just like your masculine, really can create an abundant life with everything that you need. But this King of Swords, and let me remind you, as I was doing this pick a card, I got the Queen of Pentacles 2 times in 2 different decks, same cards, see? And the same thing over here, I got the King of Swords, and I had him upright and reversed. So in this road, he is reversed, which is basically saying that it is insecurities involved here. You're mentally clear, but you're also mentally cutting yourself down. You're just staying here in this beautiful understanding, but it's this insecurity, and it feels like it's coming from someone else. Someone has tried to put you down, because that's why it's jumping over here on this road. Something that has been hidden. So if you're in the higher polarities, your subconscious has been putting you down. So your subconscious, yourself, you've been putting yourself down. You've been doing this to yourself. And that's horrible. But we have everything. Some things we've got in our societies, and some of our parents. So it's not to blame anyone, but also to say that you have come out of this, you see, because this card is in reverse. So you're coming out of poverty. You're not in poverty anymore, because there's something in your subconscious. Maybe you saw people that are struggling, and so it was put in your subconscious to believe that that is how the world is too. So you decided to be so cold and cutting towards everything, and just caring about your own stability, and everything else really didn't matter. And this is shifting, because back to this, you always felt like you were doing something, but why were you doing it? It wasn't exactly, every time you come to a conclusion, you got yourself somewhere, you always end up standing there and being like, yeah, but this was it, but yeah, it wasn't really what I wanted. And if someone would ask you, but what was it, what do you want, you couldn't answer because you didn't know. You just knew that it wasn't this, it's not this, and you couldn't answer, which probably got people around you frustrated. But I don't blame them, nor do I blame you, whoever's energy that is. But the energy also involved here are woman and a man. There's a strong man. He's very cold and cutting and very aggressive in his way of being. And there's something hitting. Oh my God, why am I picking up this? There's something new coming in here. There's a man. We don't like to do stories. We just like to read energy. But there is a man that's withholding some information that is hurting a woman that deserves to have all of this. So there is a woman that deserves to have all of this. And there is another woman. Well, oh my goodness. There's another woman that is wealthy, that is watching. I don't know if she's watching the younger woman, but she's watching this other energy to suffer in unfairness of this hard, cold, cutting king. And she wants to help out. There is a woman that wants to help out, to clear this. That is so strange. Someone will come in with a message that will make it clear to help. There is a justice that will be served. Here, wait, what is going on here now? Okay, so then, because we're having people being involved here, so then I have to do the signs. So what I'm picking up here is, I'm picking up strong Aries, which kind of makes sense here. It's very cutting, but it's also a Leo and a Sagittarius involved. So we have a Sag and Leo involved here. A little bit of a Pisces also, actually, and a Capricorn. I'm picking up Capricorn. Let's see. Spirit, would you clarify what is going on here? Because someone needed to hear that. So I don't know for who that was, but we're reading the cards. So we're just going to deliver the message. So don't shoot the messenger, like they say. Yeah. See, this is from the past. This is from the past. You have a past life connection to this person. You have a past life connection to this person. So whatever it is that is trying to divide two people of not being on the same page, someone is disrupting two energies and cutting them, of them believing that no, there's nothing here, and cutting them away from each other, when this is actually, and whatever happens, they constantly feel it, these energies that are feeling it, they know that this is a past life thing, that they can't get rid of it that easy. But they're coming out of this illusion. There's an illusion. Someone has put an illusion in this situation, confusing two energies. There's a third party. There are three people strongly involved into this, and they're confusing. I can really relate to this story, but yeah, as we're doing this reading, these readings are with the energies involved. So they are indirectly also energies that are somehow coherent with us. Maybe not the whole story, but yeah, this is how we read energies on this channel. So we feel with you. Okay, Spirit gave us this card. Wow. You have Temperance. Yes, it's illusions. It is illusions that are breaking through. And there are angels standing close, because this is an angel on the card. Can you see that? And it's blending. So it's basically saying that you can create your own magic, but don't step into this energy here, because this is low vibrational energy of forcing something. So don't force it. It's asking you to stand. Don't do anything. Right now, you're not supposed to do anything. And it's perfect with the new moon in Libra. We're not supposed to do anything. We're just supposed to rest and receive. Rest and receive. So let's do one more card. Yeah. There's been a battle going on here. It's definitely been a battle of people coming out to get your energy and to try to harm you and to disconnect you with an energy that you need to clear out, because it's a past life. So it doesn't matter if you will end up with this energy or not. It needs to be a clearing. It needs to be an honest truth. This illusion needs to break once and for all. This is what Spirit is saying. But you are being protected. So whoever this is that this is happening to, you're being protected. There's a lot of energies involved, a lot of energies, a lot of air, a lot of mental energy. So it's a lot in the mind. So you need to really go into the forest so that you can clear your mind. You need to do that so you can have that harvest, so you can complete the cycle, so you can take the right action. But first you have to recover. You have to recover so you can focus, because if you're not focusing, you're not recovering, you can't do anything. Okay? So please, you need to really think about this rest. And sometimes we just want to go, we just want to do, but at the end of the day, it doesn't benefit us, because we need to recover, we need to rest, because this is like exhausting. It's exhausting figuring everything out mentally, and you can't figure it out. So you just have to rest and assure that the answer will come, and just keep on journaling and know that you are getting downloads coming in right now. Was a very messy but yet a clear reading. I hope that helped you guys in your journey forward. And know that these readings are made of love and light. And to end this reading, we like to take this beautiful little rune, because we are from the Scandinavian, and the Scandinavian and Vikings loves rune. That's how they use their divination. And this is Yera, and she stands for earth. So this is also a completion of a cycle and a harvest, and this also talks about recovery. So this is just confirming this whole reading of that you really need to recover. You need to heal yourself and know that the answers will be there, because there are a lot of energies involved. So it's impossible to figure everything out on why it is the way that it is. But be assured that Spirit is here and taking care of you. And, talk about your feelings. Reflect on everything that you've learned out of this situation moving forward, because everything is a learning curve. So we hope that this general message helped you, and that you have a wonderful day and a beautiful new moon in Libra. Bye, everyone. Sending love your way.